Good afternoon. My name is Clayton Hall. I go to BYU. I'm in the physical education department. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about how to develop your athletes, how to develop their muscular strength, power, and power endurance.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn this
And first off, when you're creating a resistance training program, you want to start with the baseline. Basically, you want to find out their max reps are in whatever lift that you're going to be doing over the course of the year. So today we're going to be working with a bench press. So today I'll be showing you how to get your max. We're going to do a 3-rep max. Basically, I'm going to put enough weight on. I'm going to try to do it 3 times, and then I'm going to divide that by a certain percentage to get my 1-rep max. Before we get that baseline, I'm going to do a little warm up. I'm going to get the blood flow in my body. So I'm going to do some jumping jacks, some dot drills, and probably some jump rope just to get the blood flowing a little bit. And then we're going to hit the bench. We'll get my max. Then we're going to talk. As you're getting your baseline or your 3-rep max, you want to start light. You want to do a couple repetitions, a couple sets of light weight. So this is 135. This is pretty light for me. So you want to start there, so you avoid injury. You get a little more loosened up. You can stretch your muscles out a little bit. So you start light, and then you go heavy. Then after that, once you get your 3-rep max, you're going to divide that by 0.91, and that's what's going to give you your 1-rep max. Here we go.
Ain't no way you're breaking me, kid. I'm hard as nails. Plus I keep it unlocked like I'm part of the jail. I'm starting to stand competition. I got the whole block pushing. They can roll in my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid, your boy won't wait. I got my soul straight. I'm pushing off like Colgate. Whether I'm never better, your boy's so hot. You never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan.
So we just finished doing our 3-rep max. And come over here to the board a little bit just to explain how to figure out your estimated 1-rep max. It's really simple. Basically, so here's the equation. So 3-rep max divided by 0.91. I did 225 3 times, so I'm dividing that by 0.91. I think if I can see, do my head, it's 247.25. But we'll just round it down to 245. So it's going to be 245, okay? 245 pounds. From this point, now that I've found out what my max is, what my 1-rep max is, now I can start building a program around my max to build strength, power, and power endurance. Strength is the maximal force that can be exerted in a single effort. All sports require strength, but strength becomes a priority in sports in which heavy weights, such as your body, must be lifted, carried, or thrown. Untrained individuals with low strength can see improvements with as little as 50% of their 1-rep max or a weight they can lift 15 to 20 times. The basic prescription for developing strength in untrained to moderately trained athletes is to use resistance of about 60 to 70% of their 1-rep max for 8 to 12 reps. For advanced athletes, it's optimal to use 80 to 100% of their 1-rep max for 1 to 6 reps per set. If the athlete can do a few more than the prescribed reps, increase the weight 2 to 10%. This should be assessed every 3 to 4 weeks. Strength training has obvious benefits for short duration events, but a solid strength foundation has been shown to improve endurance performance even without increases in aerobic power. Whatever the sport, strength training lays the foundation for power, a necessity in all sports. Power is the rate of doing work. It is most important to understand that power is the result of applying strength quickly. Traditional strength training methods tend to increase maximal dynamic strength at slow speeds, not at the high speeds generally required for athletic performance. Recent research has shown that power training using light to moderate loads at high velocities most effectively increase sport-specific power in the maximal rate of power development. Some studies have shown that long periods of heavy resistance training for strength will decrease explosive power. Thus, it is necessary also to maintain some power training during periods of strength training. Coaches must be innovative in adapting exercises and machines to explosive movements. Multi-joint exercises, especially those duplicating movements specific to your sport, are recommended for power training. For events that last longer than 15 to 20 seconds, coaches and most researchers would suggest that some power endurance training is beneficial. Events that require some aspect of power endurance range broadly from those lasting less than a minute to those lasting several hours. For endurance events, power endurance training may be the major resistance training component. For power endurance, it is optimal to duplicate as much as possible the speed and the motion used in the sport. Speed of reps is very important. At the end of the day, depending on what you are training for is how you will choose your resistance training program. All events and sports require some level of strength, power, and power endurance. It is up to you to decide.